Have you ever received a gift? Something beautiful and seemingly perfect, yet it brought a string of bad luck in life where everything seems like it's meant to be? Not all gifts are bestowed with divine intention. There are those that masquerade as blessings yet conceal within them the seeds of despair. Gifts, by their very nature, are meant to enrich our lives and propel us forward on our journey of spiritual evolution. However, there exist gifts intertwined with negative spiritual practices, veiled in shadows that obscure their true essence. As the chosen ones, it is our solemn duty to discern the true nature of these gifts, lest we fall prey to their deceitful allure. Today, we are diving into these 6 types of gifts you should never accept, no matter the circumstances. The first gift. The first gift to be wary of is the one intertwined with negative spiritual practices. Occult rituals, seances, or attempts to commune with malevolent entities may offer glimpses into unseen realms, bestowing a sense of power and forbidden knowledge. However, these practices often come at a steep price. These realms can be chaotic and manipulative, draining your spiritual energy and leaving you vulnerable to negative influences. Think of a moth drawn to the flickering flame of a candle. The moth seeks the light, but in its pursuit, it gets burned. Similarly, the allure of forbidden knowledge may seem like a light on your spiritual journey, but it can lead you down a path of destruction. Across various cultures and traditions, a common thread warns against practices that seek to harness or manipulate negative spiritual forces. In Hinduism, the concept of tamas represents darkness, inertia, and ignorance. Engaging in rituals associated with tamas, such as those involving violence or offerings to malevolent deities, is believed to hinder spiritual growth and bind one to the lower aspects of existence. Similarly, in Buddhism, the Eightfold Path emphasizes right action and right livelihood. Practices that involve harming others, manipulating spirits for personal gain, or exploiting the vulnerabilities of the deceased are seen as deviations from the path to enlightenment. The allure of the occult is undeniable. Imagine holding forbidden knowledge in your hand, whispering to unseen entities, or even commanding demons. These practices can offer a heady sense of power, a glimpse into the mysteries that lie beyond the veil. But here's the stark truth. The unseen world is not a playground for the curious. It is a complex realm filled with both benevolent and malevolent forces. Negative spiritual practices are akin to opening a doorway you may not be able to close. These dark entities are often manipulative, feeding off your energy and distorting your perception. They may offer you glimpses of power or knowledge, but ultimately, their goal is to bind you to them, draining your spiritual vitality and hindering your true growth. These practices can be incredibly energy-consuming, just as prolonged exposure to negativity impacts your emotional well-being. Engaging with malevolent forces can leave you feeling drained, lethargic, and depleted of your spiritual vitality. Many traditions believe in the law of karma, where your actions have consequences. Partaking in negative spiritual practices sows seeds of negativity that can impact your present and future lives. The true path to spiritual growth lies not in shortcuts or manipulating unseen forces. It lies in cultivating your own inner strength, developing compassion for all beings, and aligning yourself with the forces of light. The universe rewards those who walk the path of righteousness. Spiritual growth comes from aligning yourself with forces that elevate your consciousness. not those that exploit your vulnerabilities. Remember, the path to enlightenment is paved with integrity, not shortcuts fueled by darkness. The second gift. The second gift is the gift that unsettles your inner peace. These gifts are subtle yet insidious in their influence, eroding the delicate balance of the soul and casting shadows upon the tranquil waters of the psyche. These gifts, often presented under the guise of tokens of affection or goodwill, carry within them a hidden energy that disrupts the natural flow of harmony and peace. Our intuition is a sacred compass, guiding us along the winding paths of life. It whispers truths that our conscious minds may overlook, urging us to heed its gentle counsel. But when we accept gifts that disturb this intuitive guidance, we risk losing our way. Like a ship adrift in a stormy sea, we become vulnerable to the whims of fate. In the realm of spiritual wisdom, intuition serves as a guiding force, a silent whisper from the depths of the soul that illuminates the path ahead and reveals the truth hidden beneath the surface. When our intuition is clouded or disturbed, we lose touch with our inner guidance and become susceptible to the influence of external forces that seek to lead us astray. One philosopher who offers a deep exploration of intuition and its relationship to the external world is Henri Bergson. Bergson, a French philosopher known for his ideas on time, memory, and intuition, posits that true knowledge comes from an immediate understanding of objects as they appear to us in pure experience, which he terms intuition. Unlike the analytical mind, which dissects and categorizes, intuition perceives things in their entirety and in their movement. Bergson argues that intuition allows us to tap into the elan vital, or life force, which permeates all of existence. This connection to the elan vital can be obscured by the distractions of the material world, including perhaps those unsettling gifts that seem to pull us away from our true selves. According to Bergson, these gifts could be seen as barriers that prevent us from accessing the deeper, more fluid understanding of life that intuition provides. They tether us to the mechanical and the mundane, trapping us in the illusion of static time and away from the dynamic, continuous flow of real time that only intuition can grasp. When our intuition is clouded by external influences, we lose our ability to act in accordance with the divine will and instead become entangled in the web of egoic desires and attachments. Similarly, in the practice of mindfulness meditation, the aim is to cultivate a state of inner peace and serenity by observing the fluctuations of the mind without judgment or attachment. When we are presented with gifts that disturb our intuition or unsettle our inner peace, it disrupts the delicate balance of our mental and emotional well-being, causing ripples of discord that reverberate throughout our being. Gifts that disturb our intuition often carry with them an energetic imprint that is out of alignment with our own vibration, causing a sense of unease or discomfort upon receiving them. In the ancient art of feng shui, the energetic properties of objects are believed to influence the flow of energy within a space and can either enhance or detract from the overall sense of harmony and balance. Gifts that disturb our intuition may disrupt the energetic flow within our environment, creating pockets of negative energy that affect our well-being on a subtle level. As the chosen ones, entrusted with the sacred task of attuning ourselves to the divine harmony that permeates the cosmos, we must exercise discernment and discrimination in our interactions with the world around us. Gifts that disturb our intuition or unsettle our inner peace are not to be accepted lightly, for they have the potential to lead us off course and hinder our spiritual progress. The third gift. The third gift is the gift that goes against your values. Our moral compass guides us through the moral complexities of life, pointing us toward the path of righteousness and virtue. But when we compromise our values for the sake of worldly gain, we betray the trust placed in us as chosen ones. The gifts that compromise our moral integrity lead us down a dark and treacherous path, where the pursuit of material wealth blinds us to the true riches of the Spirit. Gifts that compromise your moral integrity and values pose a significant threat to the essence of who you are, challenging the very foundation upon which your character is built. These gifts, often presented with the guise of opportunity or advancement, require careful consideration, for their acceptance may lead you down a path of moral compromise and ethical ambiguity. In spiritual wisdom, the importance of upholding moral integrity and ethical conduct is emphasized across diverse traditions and teachings. In Hinduism, the concept of dharmashakti encapsulates the idea of righteous duty, emphasizing the significance of aligning one's actions with moral principles and values. This alignment not only fosters personal growth, but also contributes to the harmony and balance of the universe. Dharma serves as a guiding force, urging individuals to navigate life with integrity, compassion, and mindfulness, thereby fostering a deeper connection with the divine and promoting overall well-being. Through the practice of Dharma, individuals cultivate a sense of responsibility towards themselves, others, and the world around them, fostering a culture of respect, kindness, and virtue. When faced with gifts that compromise your moral integrity and values, it is essential to reflect deeply on the implications of accepting such offerings. Ask yourself whether the short-term benefits outweigh the long-term consequences, and consider the impact that your actions will have on your conscience and sense of self-worth. Gifts that compromise your moral integrity often require you to betray the trust of others or act in a manner that is dishonest or deceitful. In the Buddhist tradition, the concept of right speech emphasizes the importance of speaking truthfully and with integrity, avoiding falsehoods and deception that cause harm to oneself and others. By accepting gifts that compromise your moral integrity, you risk tarnishing your reputation and damaging your relationships with others. Ultimately, such gifts may lead you to stray from the path of spiritual growth and self-realization. In the Taoist tradition, the concept of tiyungstu, or virtue, is considered essential for cultivating inner harmony and aligning oneself with the natural order of the universe. When you compromise your moral integrity, you disrupt the flow of taste within yourself, creating inner discord and disconnection from your true essence. We must stand firm in our commitment to upholding moral integrity and ethical conduct and reject such gifts. The fourth gift. The fourth gift you must never accept are gifts inherited but associated with negative energy. These gifts carry with them the weight of ancestral burdens and unresolved traumas, weaving a tangled web of influence that spans generations. These gifts, passed down through family lines, bear the imprint of past experiences and emotions, creating an energetic legacy that can either uplift or hinder the spiritual evolution of those who inherit them. Understanding the influence of such gifts necessitates a deeper exploration into the concept of karma and its origins. Karma, a term rooted in ancient Indian philosophy, particularly within the traditions of Hinduism and Buddhism, encapsulates the principle of cause and effect. It posits that every action generates a force of energy that returns to us in kind. What we sow, we eventually reap. This concept is not just about the actions of individuals, but also involves the energies and consequences passed through generations. The origins of karma can be traced back to the ancient scriptures of India, known as the Vedas. Over time, the understanding of karma evolved, gaining significant elaboration in later texts such as the Upanishads and the Bhagavad Gita. In these texts, karma is not merely seen as a mechanism of reward or punishment, but as a path to spiritual enlightenment, emphasizing the importance of intention behind actions. In the context of inherited gifts with negative energy, karma acts as a link between past and present, carrying forward the unresolved issues and traumas of previous generations. This intergenerational transmission of karma implies that we might bear consequences for actions and decisions made by our ancestors, reflected in the energies of the gifts they passed down. Thus, these gifts can become conduits for the lessons and debts of our lineage, influencing our own life paths and spiritual journeys. Gifts inherited but associated with negative energy may serve as reminders of the patterns and cycles that perpetuate suffering within our family lineage. In the practice of systemic constellations, it is believed that unresolved traumas and conflicts from past generations can manifest as recurring themes and patterns in our own lives. When we identify and acknowledge these gifts, we can begin the process of healing and transformation, breaking free from the cycle of ancestral karma and forging a new path forward. The ancient wisdom traditions offer various practices for healing ancestral karma and releasing the energetic imprints of the past. In indigenous cultures, rituals such as ancestor veneration and ancestral healing ceremonies are performed to honor the wisdom and guidance of our forebears and to release any negative energy that may be lingering in our lineage. By acknowledging and honoring the experiences of our ancestors, we can heal the wounds of the past and create a more harmonious and balanced future. The fifth gift. The fifth gift are the gifts acquired through harmful means. These gifts are tainted by the shadow of injustice and exploitation, carrying within them the echoes of pain and suffering inflicted upon others. These gifts, obtained through deception, coercion, or violence, tarnish the integrity of both the giver and the receiver, casting a dark cloud over the exchange and perpetuating cycles of harm and oppression. Every action, whether positive or negative, carries with it a ripple effect that reverberates throughout the universe. Gifts acquired through harmful means are imbued with the energy of the actions that led to their acquisition, creating a karmic debt that must be repaid in one form or another. The law of cause and effect ensures that those who sow seeds of harm shall reap a bitter harvest. Like the retribution of the gods in ancient myths, the universe metes out justice to those who transgress its laws. In the teachings of various wisdom traditions, there is a profound emphasis on the importance of ethical conduct and righteous action. In the Hindu tradition, the concept of dharma guides individuals to act in accordance with their moral and ethical duties, upholding the order of the universe and promoting the well-being of all beings. Similarly, in Buddhist philosophy, the principle of right livelihood holds profound significance as one of the factors of the Noble Eightfold Path, which serves as a guide for leading a life of wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline. Rooted in the teachings of the Buddha, right livelihood emphasizes the importance of engaging in occupations that uphold moral integrity and contribute to the well-being of oneself and others. At its core, right livelihood aligns with the broader Buddhist concept of karma, which emphasizes the law of cause and effect and the ethical implications of our actions. By choosing a livelihood that is honest and ethical, we not only cultivate positive karma for ourselves but also contribute to the greater harmony and welfare of society. The principle of right livelihood encompasses various aspects, including abstaining from acts that involve harming sentient beings, such as killing or exploiting others for profit. This includes refraining from engaging in industries that promote violence, exploitation, or environmental degradation. When faced with gifts acquired through harmful means, it is essential to consider the ethical implications of accepting such offerings. By receiving gifts obtained through deception, coercion, or exploitation, we become complicit in the perpetuation of injustice and suffering, thereby undermining our own moral integrity and spiritual growth. Gifts acquired through harmful means often carry with them a subtle but palpable energy of negativity and discord. In the practice of energy healing, it is believed that objects can absorb and retain the energetic vibrations of the actions and intentions with which they are associated. Gifts acquired through harmful means may carry with them the energetic residue of the pain and suffering inflicted upon others, creating a sense of unease or discomfort in the recipient. The sixth gift, finally, the sixth gift is a gift associated with painful memories. These gifts carry within them the weight of past traumas and unresolved emotions, casting a shadow over the present moment and hindering our ability to fully embrace life's blessings. These gifts, though well-intentioned, serve as reminders of past hurts and losses, reopening old wounds and stirring up feelings of sadness, regret, or resentment. Memories are the threads that weave the tapestry of our lives, binding us to the past and shaping our future. In the realm of spiritual wisdom, it is understood that the past is but a memory, a collection of experiences that have shaped who we are, but do not define our true essence. Yet, when we cling to objects or possessions that are associated with painful memories, we perpetuate the cycle of suffering and prevent ourselves from moving forward on the path of healing and transformation. The gifts that evoke painful memories serve as reminders of past traumas and heartaches, threatening to ensnare us in a cycle of despair. In the Buddhist tradition, the concept of impermanence teaches us that all things are transient and subject to change, including our thoughts, emotions, and memories. Holding on to gifts associated with painful memories only serves to prolong our attachment to the past, preventing us from fully engaging with the present moment and embracing the beauty and joy that life has to offer. Similarly, in the practice of mindfulness, we are encouraged to cultivate a non-judgmental awareness of our thoughts and emotions, allowing them to arise and pass away without becoming attached to them. When we receive gifts that trigger painful memories, take it as an opportunity to practice mindfulness and observe the arising of these emotions without allowing them to overwhelm you. These gifts often carry with them an energetic imprint that can affect our mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. In the field of energy healing, it is believed that objects can absorb and retain the energetic vibrations of the experiences and emotions with which they are associated. When we accept gifts that carry such heavy energetic baggage, we unwittingly invite that negativity into our lives, creating obstacles to our own healing and growth. As the chosen ones, entrusted with the sacred task of transcending the limitations of the past and stepping into the fullness of our potential, we must learn to release that which no longer serves us. This includes gifts that evoke painful memories and hinder our ability to live fully in the present moment. Instead of holding on to objects that carry the weight of past traumas, let us practice forgiveness and compassion towards ourselves and others. By releasing the grip of the past and embracing the healing power of the present moment, we can free ourselves from the chains of suffering and open our hearts to the infinite possibilities that lie ahead.